What is up, everybody? This is Nick Fiore, Fiore's Nation. Adam Carl. This is the Forbidden Podcast, episode number 6, right here on August the 29th of 2025 on a Friday. It is 2 days before Clash in Paris this Sunday in Paris, France. We got SmackDown tonight for the Go Home Show side of SmackDown for Clash in Paris in 2 nights. We got Sami Zayn Sikoa for the U.S. title, Charlotte and Alexa versus Piper and Alba of the Secret Hervis, etc., etc. We also got Melo Miz versus the Street Profits, and the winners becoming number 1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships against the Wyatt Six. That's SmackDown later on tonight. Speaking of which, there's a SmackDown watch party for all that later on tonight at 8 o'clock. Here on YouTube on the Hardcore Sports Network and Fiore's Nation. I will be there live. 8 o'clock, though, it will be SmackDown tonight will already be taped. It's actually going to go live in the next hour live from Lyon, France for tonight's SmackDown. But this is episode 6 of the Forbidden Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all doing well on this beautiful, well, I don't know if I should say beautiful, cloudy Friday afternoon here where I'm in the United States. I got Adam Carl with me. Adam Carl, how are you feeling, bro?
Fantastic. It's very good to see. It's pretty cool to be back. It's been a month and a half, I think.
Something like that.
Since we've done it. Yeah, we do it once a month, but it's always a joy to be here.
Absolutely.
I'm fresh off of vacation.
Yes, this is true. This guy just came off of vacation. And speaking of this guy right here, I know we got Clash in Paris this Sunday. There's also something going on this Sunday.
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Yep. So I know it's not his birthday yet. It's 2 days before, but Adam Carl, I want to say happy birthday to you, brother.
Yeah.
I think what you turning this Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday. Yeah.
No, I mean like how old you be turning?
20 years old.
20 years old, huh?
Yeah.
In them 20s.
Probably
man.
old enough to probably old enough to finally travel.
Yeah.
Do something. Do something different.
Absolutely. Explore the world and do something different, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But we got episode 6 of the Forbidden Podcast. We are going to talk Clash in Paris. We're going to talk about. We're also going to give our Clash in Paris preview predictions here on this show as well as talk about a possible WrestleMania in the UK and such. Great wrestling moments in the UK, etc., etc. So we've got a lot to talk about with all that here. It's going to be exciting. But before we begin, would definitely love you guys to hit the like button. Also, it would be greatly appreciated if you're new watching this, never watched Fiore's Nation on YouTube before. If you're new watching this, definitely go subscribe to Fiore's Nation. It would be greatly appreciated. So make sure you subscribe to Fiore's Nation and hit the bell for all notifications. Links will be in the description. And follow me on X at FioreNick579 over on X, the former Twitter. Go follow me on X. TikTok at Fiore's Nation. Instagram Nicholas Fiore 2014 and Nicholas Fiore 31 over on Facebook. And Adam Carl, where can we follow you on social media?
You could find me Twitter, Instagram at Adam Carl 2005. ADAM. A is capital, the first letter, and the C for Carl, the C capital letter. 2005.
There you go. And like I said earlier in the video, SmackDown Watch Party, 8 p.m. Make sure you tune in. I will be in the house for that. So make sure you look out for that tonight. Clash in Paris, though I work this Sunday, it's during the Clash in Paris show. I will not be at the Clash in Paris watch party with Mitch this Sunday afternoon, unfortunately, as I will be in work. But for a Clash in Paris post show review. It's looking likely this Sunday night when I get out of work. I do work this Sunday 7 to 3:30, so unfortunately, me on this Clash of Paris watch party is not going to work as I work, and I got to be there Sunday. But a Clash in Paris post show is looking more than likely instead of a watch along because of my work schedule this Sunday. And then I work tomorrow. I work this weekend, unfortunately. But I am off Labor Day, it's September 1st, as well as this Tuesday, September 2nd as well. I know Raw's also, I think Raw this Monday, September 1st, on Labor Day. They're in Paris, France. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they start at 2 p.m., right? So they'll be live at 2. Probably it'll be over like 5:30. Probably around 5:30. But let's begin the episode 6 of Forbidden Podcast, shall we?
Yep.
And I want to get your thoughts on this Clash in Paris build.
I think we've said it for a while now. We've been saying it for months. I think in the case of, with WWE, especially the last few months, I think they're doing too many shows.
Yeah.
I think.
Especially coming out of WrestleMania.
Yeah, I mean, the build, I won't say it's the worst thing. It's far from bad. I mean, there's some exciting matches on the show. There's matches we look forward to.
Yeah.
The issue here is that, they're doing too much at once. They're going from one thing to the next without breathing.
Yeah.
We've already explained it, WrestleMania being in mid-April. Why is WrestleMania in mid-April? I will never understand.
And also the fact and also the fact that pay-per-view before WrestleMania, the Elimination Chamber on March 1st in Toronto, Canada, that was March 1st. WrestleMania 41 was April 19th and April 20th. Also, the long-ass, like a month and a half build from the Chamber to WrestleMania also doesn't, it's like a lot of weeks, very long of build. Maybe if you had something like maybe 3 weeks, maybe a pay-per-view or PLE after the Chamber, then you have at least 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks to Mania, probably, or 5 weeks to Mania would have been different. I don't know how much make of a difference that would be, but that's also a thought. And then, like you said, I agree with you. The fact that WrestleMania this year was in late April didn't help either. I know Nick Khan, because of the WrestleMania 40 night one, which was really cold outside, and Nick Khan wants it towards the end of April because of warmer weather climate. I get it, but you're not really doing WrestleMania any justice whatsoever, having it third week of April. It doesn't really help it, in my opinion. WrestleMania to me, because we're so used to WrestleMania in late March, early April. I understand it was cold on WrestleMania 40 night one in Philadelphia, and it was really chilly. I was there live for both nights. It was cold on night one, but and Mitch was there WrestleMania 40 night one. He'll tell you firsthand it was really chilly out there. WrestleMania 40 night one in Philly, Lincoln Financial Field. But it's as long as you wear a coat and you're fine. So I understand where Nick Khan's coming from, but it's you don't need to. But it's you're not doing WrestleMania much whatsoever. You're not doing it really any good.
Yeah, and WrestleMania, here's the thing with WrestleMania this year.
I feel like if WrestleMania was the second week of April or early April or late March, I don't think we'd be having these much shows. I think it would be singing a different tune.
Yeah, and there's the thing with Mania this year. It's I was gonna spell it wrong, but Allegiant Stadium. It's an indoor stadium, right? There's a retractable roof, right?
Yeah, it's a closed stadium.
With Lincoln Financial Field, it was an outdoor stadium, and there's why there was rain during night one. We can't really blame the talent, for slipping.
No,
but it's with Allegiant Stadium, there's a roof. It's an indoor stadium. They could have easily done a WrestleMania in early April this year, and there wouldn't have been any issue. There wouldn't have been any problems with the matches.
Or even second week of April would have been okay with me.
Yeah. At least they wouldn't have had weather issues.
Yeah, WrestleMania.
Matches wouldn't have been disrupted.
like WrestleMania 37 night one where it rained, and Samoa Joe, when he was employed at the time, and Michael Cole were wearing ponchos. I remember that was during the pandemic.
Yeah. He was. They were wearing ponchos. That's how we got.
Yeah. And I don't know what happened to Adam Carl, man. Something happened to him. And Mitch says, have a great show, guys. Thank you, Mitch. Very much appreciated. And we got Jeffrey Reimer in the chat. What's up, fellas? What's up, Jeffrey? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, WrestleMania, the fact that it was in late April, towards late April, didn't really help much at all. And again, it was like second week of April or early April. I think it would have been, a different tune. But the fact we got WrestleMania late April this year, and like 2 weeks after Backlash, 3 weeks after Backlash, just, it was rushed.
Oh, look. Oh, we're right back.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't know what the hell happened.
I don't know either. Crazy. But you were saying about WrestleMania in late April. I think if it was like, I think having WrestleMania in late April doesn't really do, you're not doing it any favors.
And then we had Backlash 3 weeks later.
Yeah. And Saturday night's main event. We had Money in the Bank. Then we had Night of Champions and then Evolution. The Saturday night's main event, then SummerSlam 3 weeks after. SummerSlam didn't even get the proper enough time to build.
Yeah, there was too many shows. They're doing too much. I mean, the shows may end up being good. I mean, we're not going to sit here and say, "Oh my God," these shows are awful. They're not. Yeah. They're far from it, obviously. Right. But it's just they need to slow it down. I think slowing down would help them. I mean, giving the shows time to breathe and give them time to build help them a lot.
Yeah, and then after SummerSlam, we got Clash in Paris this Sunday. Then we got September 20th and 3 weeks in Indianapolis, WrestlePalooza, the debut of the WWE PLEs, main roster PLEs on ESPN DTC, which I'm not sure. I might be doing $30 a month. I'm not sure. I'm still undecided. But Clash in Paris this Sunday is the last PLE for main roster WWE on Peacock. Then we got, after WrestlePalooza, we got Crown Jewel in mid-October in Perth. And we got Survivor Series War Games at Petco Park in San Diego, end of November, right after Thanksgiving. And then I think we have Saturday night's main event in mid-December in Boston, which I think is seen as retirement match. Sorry, my phone dropped.
This is going to be his last match.
Yeah. And I hear that's not on NBC, that's on Peacock, so hopefully not much commercials, because there was so many
hopefully
commercials.
There's no commercials.
Yeah.
Hopefully there's no commercials.
And hope to God, especially, they don't cut off Cena's retirement speech like it did Goldberg last month. That was awful. Yeah. As much as I don't like Goldberg, that was disrespectful.
Yeah, you're not going to do Cena's. This is Cena. You don't dare to ruin his fucking retirement match.
Yeah.
His retirement night.
I feel like WWE, they had a good year last year. So, this year's just not been their year. I mean, it's not, it's like the shows, Raw and SmackDown, they're not bad, but you really there's nothing going on right now that's exciting at this time. I understand Triple H likes to do these slow burn builds, like a long-term booking, get you a slow burn build and not blow everything in one shot and trying to do a slow build on it. I get it. I understand it. All right. I mean, I can see where he's coming from, but also we really need something right now. I don't know how you feel. Maybe we were too spoiled from last year's WWE year 2024 that we really want a lot right now. But I mean, it's not bad. The product's not bad. It's just boring. There's no excitement right now at this time currently.
I think there's something missing from the shows. There's something missing.
And I know
I think they need something that clicks.
I see people, Triple H is a shit booker. He sucks at booking. He can't book, blah, blah, blah. As well, I see that as well. Vince was better. I want Vince back. Triple H is not as good booker you thought he was. He's not. He sucks at his job. He needs to be removed. He's terrible. First of all, he's not terrible. Second of all, Like anyone who wants Vince back is fucking mental. They are.
They have
Like you want
they have no brain.
These are not awful shows. You want awful? Look at Vince with Monday Night Raw in 2018 and 2019, and going into the Thunderdome era. Those were awful. The shows right now are not awful. Far from it. I would much rather
They're just
these
missing
shows than
something.
Vince's shows, but there's just nothing right now.
They're missing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're missing something. But it takes time. You know, when you have such a high of a year, you set the bar high that it's impossible to reach it, or you could. I mean, it's not that you cannot reach it per se, but it just when you reach that high, there's gonna be a down period, a slow down period.
Yeah. And I know it's 5
I mean,
more
when you
months.
go up from here, when you go from here, but maybe go slightly down from here, it's not bad.
No,
you could build off
bad
of it.
at
You
all.
could build off of it. You could lay the
Yeah.
foundations for success.
Yeah. Yeah, again, these
But
are
they're missing that. I think what they're missing, it's
and I think he's frozen again. And David Potter in the chat. What's up, David? And Jeffrey Reimer,
the
yeah,
connection?
yeah.
Is there something wrong with the connection?
No, my connection
Something
is
is
fine.
there's nothing wrong with me. My internet connection is good, so I don't know what the hell's wrong.
I don't know. Mine is fine, but
Yeah, but as I was saying, it's not like WWE. They're not. It's not like they are striving or they're starving for stars. They have plethora of stars. I think what they need is that one big program. I will say the one big storyline that clicks.
Yes. Yeah, what the fuck is going on with the internet? I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry, guys. Something is wrong. I mean, I believe Adam Carney says his internet's fine. Mine is fine too. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Mine is fine. Something is up. I don't know what it is. There we go.
Yeah, so as I always say, with the company, I think they need that one storyline that clicks. They need something.
Yeah. What the fuck? Again? This internet. There we go.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, what's up?
It's not you guys, it's StreamYard. StreamYard does this all the time. It's not him. It's not you. It's just StreamYard.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Adam, bear in there. Bear in there, dude. If you need another link, I'll send you one.
Cool. Thank you, Mitch.
Of course, I'll pop back out. Have a good show.
Thanks, Mitch. Appreciate it.
Of course. Yep.
Right. Check. There we go. Yeah. Thanks, StreamYard.
What, is there something wrong with StreamYard or something?
Yeah, Mitch was just popped and said it's StreamYard. It's StreamYard. That's the issue. But anyways,
yeah,
I agree with you. They need that something like the Bloodline, like the Judgment Day, especially the Bloodline. That one big story that gets them through long term for all the right reasons.
Yeah, then everything else that can follow. They need not just the Bloodline story. They need a CM Punk Drew McIntyre like.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, something like Punk and McIntyre that carries them through a long-term booking scenario, like Punk and McIntyre. I feel like with Punk and Seth, that feud should be done right now. I think those two should really move on from each other, Seth Rollins and CM Punk. So that's just how I personally feel. And I'm sure Adam Carl feels the same way as well. I mean, I like the vision with Seth Rollins, but I don't know how you feel, Adam Carl, about this vision. Like, do you feel like anything is missing with this vision faction? I know Seth's the world champion, and he's got Paul Heyman, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. But, Adam Carl, he's, what happened to him again? I'm sure he'll be back in, but I'm sending a link again. I apologize for any inconvenience. StreamYard is just being StreamYard. Whatever fucking reason. I'm going to message him one more time. I'm going to send him the link, actually. There we go. So here you go. And David Pundit says, oh, here we go.
Whatever.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
I think you were going to ask me with the Vision. You know, they're trying with the Vision storyline. You know, they're trying with it. I think the issue is that, you know, they just do the song. There's a sameness to it every week. You know,
Yes.
you hear, you know, the opening match, you know, the opening segment. We hear Seth Rollins, you know, I'm the visionary, the revolutionary. And then Paul Heyman, you know, I'll be proclaimed Ron Breakker is the future of WrestleMania, which he is. He is, by the way.
Yes.
But, you know, there's a sameness to it. That here, you know, the ending of Raw, where it's gonna be, you know, Braun Breaker versus Yeet Man, or Braun Breaker versus LA Knight, Bronson Reed versus Jey Uso, Seth Rollins and CM Punk brawling.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns shows up and he gets beat up by the Vision. It's like there's a sameness to it. I think they need to switch things up.
Which is why I'm hearing that the draft might be on the ESPN DTC. I don't know if you saw something. I saw something about a draft with the ESPN thing.
Yeah.
This is why I think we do need a draft, or like a transfer window or a draft lottery. Maybe
the thing with the Vision. Yeah, but with the thing with the Vision, you know, I get the premise. You know, they want to build up Braun Breaker, they want to build up Bronson Reed, as they should. I mean, they should launch them into being stars, and, you know, especially Braun Breaker, you know, could be a future multi-time WrestleMania main eventer.
Yeah.
And he comes off of the storyline better than when he came in. But I think they need to switch things up with the storyline. They need to shake it up and make it exciting. I mean, it's not bad. It's just there's a repetitiveness to it.
Yeah, and there's one thing you don't want to be is repetitive. You don't want to be complacent, and most of all, really at the end, number one, top of everything, really, at the end of the day and all, is you don't want to be safe. I feel like it's not, the shows are not bad. The product's not bad. It just feels very safe right now.
Yeah, they need a shot in the arm. It can help them.
Yeah.
It can help the product. It can help this storyline with the Vision. It can help, you know, the shows on Raw and SmackDown. It can help them.
Especially on
shot
SmackDown.
In the arm.
I know Raw was not that good of a show Monday. Raw is usually the better show than SmackDown these days, but SmackDown, man, oh my gosh, that show needs all the help they can fucking get. No star power much whatsoever. It's not even, it's bad. It's bad.
My God. You tell me.
Yeah. You know, but that's our opinion on the shows and the product. Again, not bad. They just need something right now. And again, everyone has their bad year. Everyone has an off year, but I'm hoping they can turn around next year. There is some promise, I feel, like with Joe Hendry coming in. His TNA deal's up at the end of the year. The same thing with Matt and Jeff Hardy. Chris Jericho is going to be a free agent from AEW at the end of the year. He's probably coming back to WWE at the Rumble next year, January in Saudi. Probably wrestle at WrestleMania next year. So we got some NXT call-ups. I mean, there is some promise. Sami Zayn possibly winning the Rumble. Liv Morgan coming back. Stephanie Vetcare on the rise, potentially. Potentially Stephanie Vetcare and Rhea Ripley next year at WrestleMania as well. So that's always a possibility. So, I mean, there is some promise. It's not bad, but it's like to get there. It's like a slow and just, we need something right now. It's just to get there. Yeah. They know what they want to do. They have a vision and direction. Don't get me wrong. But it's to get there is the problem. We feel we need something right now, and we do need something. I understand that, appreciate the slow burn build, but you got to give us something right now in the meantime.
Exactly.
You know? So that's a little discussion or criticisms on that with the current WWE product compared to last year with this year. But Clash in Paris has 5 matches on the show. I do think we should get a 6th match, don't you think?
Yeah. I think the 6th match, although in fairness,
And frozen. It's fucking StreamYard being StreamYard. I apologize. So, Clash in Paris. Let me see here. There we go. But yeah. There we go. If, and I use that term if or use loosely if it. I know it's not Adam Carl's connection, but we'll see.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. But yeah. Clash in Paris.
Yeah, as I was saying, in this case, there was one change though from the show that it was completely out of their hands. Fairness, and you can't really fault them for it, and that is the Women's World Championship match, which was originally going to be, obviously, as everybody knows, it was originally going to be Stephanie versus Naomi for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Well, the former SmackDown Women's Championship. It's now the Women's World Championship. We're just so used to them. Sorry.
Oh.
Women's World Championship. Right
Adam
there.
Carl, sorry to cut you off there. Mitch says might have to turn his camera off. Your camera off. See if that works.
Okay.
Let's try that. How's it good?
We'll see.
Yeah, because
I
David
think
David Ponnett in the chat also said StreamYard is bad today. So yeah, it is a StreamYard problem.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, but as we were saying, it was the Women's World Title match. It was going to be Stephanie versus Naomi for this card, but obviously it's not going to happen.
No,
obviously
Naomi's
because
a mother.
Naomi made the announcement. Naomi made the announcement on Raw that she is pregnant with her first child.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, first of all, congratulations to Naomi and Big Jim. Yes. Congratulations to them.
We have another Uso.
Yeah, Baby Uso.
Yeah. But yeah, Stephanie
so
obviously was going to be
obviously this caused a plan's change. Now Stephanie Vaquero is not going to compete at the show.
And I see people angry and upset that Stephanie is now off the show. And Adam Pearce on Raw this past Monday said she's going to find an opponent for Stephanie for the vacant Women's World Title on Raw next week. And I see a lot of people upset and angry that, Stephanie Vaquero won the Battle Royal Evolution. And she's promised a match at Clash of Paris for the Women's World Title. And now why would you take her off? You can't just name a replacement opponent for her at Clash. Like, why wait to announce it on Raw for next week? And why not do the match at Clash in Paris? Why do it later on? Blah, blah, blah.
The amount of people that I see the comments, it makes me sick.
A lot of people complaining. I see a lot of people bitching and complaining about that, bro.
I mean, I'm sad for Stephanie. I mean, I think we are all. Maybe we're sad she's not going to compete on the show, but what did you want the company to do? What did you want them to do? Rush a match? Rush an opponent?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And, I mean, would you rather them announce Stephanie's opponent for a Sunday Clash in Paris show this past Monday with 1 week or no week of build or story whatsoever?
What are we doing here?
Or would you rather have them do it at least 3 weeks, at least WrestlePalooza? That's way it's. I would much rather 3 weeks of build than no weeks of build whatsoever. And also, Stephanie Vaquero just got here to the main roster. She's been on the main roster on Raw for 3 months now. I would not put the title on Vaquero right now. It's too soon.
Exactly. Like, what are we doing? Like first she won the Battle Royal Evolution. Like, she won the Battle Royal Evolution. Naomi didn't retain the championship. So you got what? So what should have been almost a month of build? It got chopped off. Or not chopped off. It got derailed. Better wording. It got derailed because outside circumstances. So what are you gonna do with Stephanie? What are you gonna do? What? Give her rush an opponent with a week of build? 1 week of build?
That's not how it works. It's not how it works at all.
No, it's better if you it's better if you just take her off the card and put her on another pay-per-view, or another PLE.
Either WrestlePalooza or Crown Jewel, one of those shows. Have Stephanie.
Yeah,
I would not even have her win.
It gives her more time. It gives the match. It gives more time for a match to get build up. It gives it time to breathe. Give it time to build.
Like if Vaquera was women's world champion this Sunday or soon, I would not hate it, but it's too early. I would say WrestleMania season is when you crown Stephanie Vaquera.
You could do that.
Have her win the Rumble or the Chamber.
Realistically,
Either Liv Morgan-
hypothetically speaking.
Go ahead.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say they did rush an opponent for her. Let's say they just put an opponent for Clash of Paris. Hypothetically speaking,
Right.
who's it gonna be? Realistically, who's it gonna be?
I mean, there are some.
You
I mean,
start
there's plenty
somebody.
of options on Raw. I mean, there's Roxanne Perez, there's Io Sky, and there's Bailey.
Yeah, here's the problem though. There's a problem. They're doing something else now. That's the problem. They're Roxanne and Io, they're feuding. Io, Roxanne and Raquel against Io and Rhea.
It's
You
Io
got
and
Io in the storyline with the Kabuki Warriors.
yes.
Asuka is mad at Io for teaming with Rhea. There's Kyrie, conflicted, and in the middle of this conflict, she's trying to play peacemaker.
Yeah.
So all of them are out of the equation
And then
to
Bailey
be
and
Stephanie's
Lyra.
opponent for. Yeah, so all of them, they're out of the equation to be Stephanie's opponent. Bailey's just, is starting a story arc for herself, start a new character. And you can't rush her into a championship match.
Really, to me, I'd give it, if it was my way, I'd give it to Roxanne Perez.
The only one realistically that could have faced Stephanie at Clash of Paris is Lyra Valkyria. And even then, you're not going to have her go from losing the IC belt to getting a women's world title match just quickly.
And Lyra
And her
and
and Bailey
Stephanie,
are going to have a feud.
and there's no story with Lyra and Vaquera. None. So what's
Yeah.
the point?
And Lyra is going to feud with Bailey. Because she's going to feud with her. I mean, she'll try and make peace with her, but by that point, it'll probably be too late. And that's
Yeah. I would really say Roxanne Perez. I would really say Roxanne Perez as the women's world champion. She beat Stephanie Vaquera. You could have Stephanie win the Chamber or the Rumble. Maybe you could still do Liv Morgan win the Rumble in Saudi. Stephanie could win the Chamber. I don't know. But if it was up to me, I'd give it to Stephanie Vaquera. I mean, not Stephanie Vaquera, Roxanne Perez. She has proven, and it's not too soon with Roxanne. And it's good they had her in the Judgment Day. And now you see where she's at. So if Roxanne Perez was women's world champ, I would be 100% okay with it. I'd be okay with Vaquera winning it too. But Vaquera, it's too soon. Roxanne, it's not too soon.
Yeah, and there's a storyline there where you can do with Liv Morgan coming back.
Yeah, and right thing and logical decision, they put Roxanne in the Judgment Day, and you see where she's at now because she came from NXT. Not everyone watches NXT, but everyone knows who the Judgment Day is. You put Roxanne with the Judgment Day, you see where Roxanne's at now. She's doing well.
Absolutely.
And she had a very good match
So
with
again,
Rhea.
realistically, yeah. So again, realistically, who was Stephanie there to face? Who was going to face Stephanie at Clash in Paris? Nobody. Everybody is either starting a new character, or they're involved in some storyline right now.
Yeah, and also Stephanie and Naomi, probably a blessing it's not happening because Naomi just won the title a month ago before she vacated due to pregnancy. So Naomi can't lose, and then Stephanie, new on the roster, she couldn't really lose to someone like Naomi too, who just won the championship. So it's a lose-lose. So probably this match being canceled is probably a blessing for both Naomi and Stephanie, especially Stephanie Vaquera.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean Stephanie can't do something on the show. I mean, maybe she can show up and maybe cut a backstage segment, maybe.
Or maybe
You could
either
do that.
Liv Morgan or Stephanie Vaquera can win the Rumble next year in January in Saudi. And I would say whoever wins the Rumble, fine. Whoever doesn't win gets the Chamber. Or maybe Stephanie wins and then Liv wins the Chamber. Liv can get Roxanne via the Chamber next year. And maybe Stephanie could win and maybe switch to SmackDown. Maybe challenge someone on SmackDown for the women's title.
Hopefully, Bianca Belair is the champion by that point.
Probably. Or if they have a draft, they move Stephanie to SmackDown. What if we get Stephanie versus Julia?
For the For the women's championship or the U.S. championship?
Probably the women. I don't know about the women's to be too soon. I know she's women's U.S. champ now, but or did they recently tease Julia and Tiffany Stratton? I think they did.
Yeah, I think they teased it.
And Tiffany needs
I
some
don't know.
challenges. She's run through almost everyone on SmackDown.
I don't know if I would put the belt on Julia right away though. But I mean, if you're gonna have Stephanie go to SmackDown, there you can have this could be your women's title match at WrestleMania.
You have Julia versus Stephanie for the women's title at WrestleMania.
And there's a
Stephanie
story there.
Championship. Well, we got Liv and Roxanne on Raw for the women's world title.
Yeah, you can do that.
Something like that. Because Stephanie and Julia
Yes,
have that history in NXT. So you could do that.
So the point being,
What?
it's better to give Stephanie build up, give time to her match to give it time to build than rush an
Yes.
opponent for her. Every other
Exactly, yeah.
opponent she could have realistically placed, they're either starting a new character or they're in the storyline right now. So there will be no time to build for a Stephanie match at Clash of Paris. And build a and have somebody replace Naomi to face Stephanie for the championship. It's better to do that. It's better to do the replacement match at Clash of Paris. No, not at Clash of Paris, at WrestlePalooza rather.
Exactly. On September 20th in Indianapolis. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, before we go over our Clash in Paris preview predictions, before we talk about the other few topics here in this video, David Ponnan, he brought up another comments from other people. Nick, it seems both Brock and Cena are going to be on different shows. What you think of that? I mean, I don't really care to see Brock and Cena in 2025. I mean, it's going to be for WrestlePalooza. It is a big draw.
Who said that?
It's not a bad match, but we'll see.
Who said they'll even be on different shows? I mean, I guess they can. I guess they could be because maybe their match at WrestlePalooza is going to be one and done for Lesnar, and then he can move to Raw. While Cena could continue, the last 3 months of his career on SmackDown.
Or better yet, after that, Lesnar can go bye-bye because I don't want to see Brock on my TV. I don't care.
Well, unfortunately, now that he's back, I think we're going to see him for a long time.
Brock Lesnar and Braun Breaker and Gunther. That's it. And yeah.
Unfortunately, now that he's back, I think we're going to see him for at least a while, Lesnar. I think he's going to be around for at least a little bit. Maybe until SummerSlam next year because it's in Minneapolis.
I would have him retire at SummerSlam. If he's going to retire at SummerSlam in his hometown next to August in Minnesota. Because Brock's done everything. No one wants to see him in 2025. Not when he's on the Vince McMahon, Janelle Grant allegations. They don't need Brock, and they've been doing fine without Brock. But David also says about John Cena, who do you guys see facing Cena in his last match? He says, I think Gunther would be good. I agree. I would do Gunther and Cena on Saturday Night's Main Event in mid-December. I think that would be perfect. Imagine, Gunther retired Goldberg. Imagine he also retires Cena. Then next August at SummerSlam, Gunther retires Brock Lesnar in Brock's retirement match.
You got the new Legend Killer.
Yeah, I've gone to go on a Legend Killer-like role. And I think it would be the best thing because most of his main roster run has been as a champion. Give him a little break from the title picture for a while.
For Cena's retirement match, if I were to pick, I don't know if you'll agree with this, but I would have Randy Orton be Cena's last match.
Really?
Honestly, that's what I would do. Have Cena go out. Honestly, one last time, Orton and Cena. That could be Cena's last match ever. Or because they haven't done this yet, John Cena versus AJ Styles.
You could. They had great chemistry in 2016. I would not mind that whatsoever. I have no issue with that really at all.
Honestly, at the end of it, I know AJ, it doesn't really give AJ, AJ doesn't need it per se. No. AJ gains nothing from it. He's a made man. But I think it's about celebrating Cena's career. This is about celebrating, the career of one of the greatest to ever do it. Yeah. It's like Sting. Did the Young Bucks really need to be Sting's last opponents? No.
Not really.
But Sting asked for them to be, his final opponents.
Yeah. Also, another name I'm seeing being thrown around as Cena's last opponent possibly is Drew McIntyre. Cena's getting Logan Paul. this Sunday at Clash in Paris. Cena's going to get Lesnar at WrestlePalooza, most likely. What if Drew McIntyre is John Cena's last ever opponent? So, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I don't know if Drew really needs it, but maybe it could be something for Drew as well. Who knows? But I want to get your guys' thoughts on that as well. We also got Charles Adderley in the chat as well.
Is there something going on? I'm getting frozen. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Is there another link? Wait, is there another link? Is there something else where I could go on?
I don't know, but if it freezes again, I can always send the link again, so it's not an issue. But going back to Drew McIntyre, possibly being
go
seen
back
as
to Cena. But to make a comparison with Sting, it's Cena. Sting, he wanted the Bucks to retire. They didn't need to be Sting's last opponent, but if this is what Sting wanted, guess what? If he wanted the Bucks to be his last opponents, guess what? Give it to him. It's about celebrating his career after all. He's gonna be done, and he went out on a high note as well with Sting. He went out on a high note, retiring a champion.
And the only reason Brock's back, maybe it's a Cena request. That's the only reason, probably why. The same thing with Nikki Bella on Raw TV now.
Yeah, maybe. And guess what? If Cena wants, and if Cena's gonna retire, you're gonna have to let him choose who his last opponent will be. It's all about celebrating his career.
David Pundit even says, "How about Braun Breaker face Cena?" I have no problem with that at all.
I won't mind it.
I would love that.
I mean, he could be another guy that could retire Cena. But if it were my pick personally, I would have it either be Orton or AJ. I mean, they don't need it, obviously. But it's about celebrating Cena's career, and he should go out on a high note. Any option,
What about McIntyre?
Any option though wouldn't be a problem. Orton, Cena, Gunther, McIntyre, Braun Breaker. At the end of the day, it's about celebrating Cena's career. This is a legend of the business. That this was the face of WWE for 20 years.
Yeah, pretty much 20 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
so any of those matches, they will be great. Any of them, any of those guys, they'll be perfect for Cena's retirement, to be Cena's last ever opponent.
Yeah, and Charles Adderley in the chat. What's up, Charles? He says, "Great afternoon, all on the live stream broadcast." He says, "Let's get ready to rumble, break it down WWE style." Then he says, "Just stop by to show my support and hit the like button." Thank you, Charles. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure not only to hit the like, but subscribe to Furious Nation as well. Link is also going to be in the description here. Getting the link in the chat. Yeah, I'll work on that. But anyways, going back to Clash in Paris, 5 matches on this show. Might as well begin the preview predictions part of our discussion here for Forbidden Podcast episode 6. John Cena, Logan Paul. This from SmackDown. We got this match on the show. I'm picking John Cena, especially if he's getting Brock Lesnar. So I don't think Brock shows up at Clash, though I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if he does. I don't think he does show up. I think Cena wins this match and wins clean.
Yeah. I'm picking Cena to win too.
Yeah. His first match back is technically as a babyface with no champion, but man, last week's SmackDown in Dublin, what a promo segment with John Cena and Logan Paul. And Cena absolutely roasted Logan Paul on the mic.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
I rewatched that segment as well. Great stuff. Probably one of the best segments, not only of last week's SmackDown, but of WWE all year this year. It was very good.
Yeah. It's John Cena literally as the
Uh-oh. And it looks like frozen again. Shit. But, oh, fuck. There we go. Studio. There we go. Channel. Uh-oh. There we go. Let me see. Oh, and he's frozen again. Fuck. Yeah, we apologize, people, on this StreamYard being this StreamYard shit, and apologize on that. Make sure. Yeah. And Charles, there's Furious Nation to subscribe to if you haven't subscribed already. So there's the link, Charles, as well. And I'm Carl's frozen again, but yeah. Cena and Logan Paul last week, SmackDown Dublin, very good segment. Probably one of the best segments of the whole year and of SmackDown last week. John Cena's going to win. I can't see Logan Paul winning this thing at all. Especially, and I don't see Cena losing, especially he's going into the match with WrestlePalooza against Brock Lesnar. So it should be a good match, though. Because if there's anyone that can have a good match with Cena, it is Logan Paul. But I think the match should be very good. I don't think people should sleep on it, but I think Cena's going to get the victory.
I'm back now. Hopefully.
Yeah. But bro, do you think do you think Logan Paul and John Cena is going to be a good match, yes or no?
I think so. Logan Paul, people can say whatever they want about him. Logan Paul, when it comes to in the ring, the squared circle, he's damn.
Oh, fuck. Not again, this fucking thing. And frozen again. It's a fucking StreamYard thing, this shit. Yeah, it's a StreamYard situation thing, for sure.
Back now?
Yes, back now. Yeah.
Yeah, people could say what they want about Logan. He's good in the ring. Whenever he steps away, he never disappoints.
Nah. No, not at all. I mean...
Yeah, so I think he could carry Cena to a good match. He can carry it to a decent match. And Cena didn't do bad himself at SummerSlam. The match with Cody was among the best of his career.
He had a banger match with Cody at SummerSlam, which I was live for. And it was better than the WrestleMania 41 Night 2 match.
Yeah.
That's not saying much.
So
but
Cena, he still got it. I will say, he could still put on a good match. But the last few matches, even before that. When was the last great Cena match, singles wise, before SummerSlam? When was the last great Cena match?
You had Cody and Punk at Night of Champions. Cena and Punk at Night of Champions in Saudi this year.
Yeah, maybe that. I would say his last great singles match was like the match with AJ at the Rumble, and that was 6 years ago. No, not 6 years ago. That was 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 years ago.
Yeah, that was in 2017. So that's so long.
Yeah.
So I think Logan. I think he's good enough that where he could get Cena to a good match.
Yeah, I agree. But I think we both got John Cena on the board here.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I don't really have a whole lot of interest in this. Becky Lynch is retaining. There's no reason for her to lose. I'm not the biggest Nikki Bella fan, and I think who's to say this isn't a John Cena request? I know they aren't dating anymore, but they used to date, both John Cena and Nikki Bella, but probably this is a Cena request. I mean, probably the only reason she's on TV right now is because of Cena in his retirement tour year for 2025 this year. But I mean, Nikki Bella, I don't know how you feel. I mean, she just reminds of Vince, and like reminds of that diva era, and what WWE's trying to move away from that these days, and they don't really need Nikki Bella. They're doing fine without her. And Nikki Bella on TV just reminds of that diva era that the current administration is trying to move from the Vince administration away from. So, and I don't expect Nikki Bella to win this at all. She's just there to put Becky Lynch over. And I think Nikki Bella, because she was from that diva era, with today's crop of women's wrestlers, I just can't see really Nikki Bella just fit in and not feel out of place. In my opinion. I mean, hopefully Becky Lynch can carry her. I know Nikki Bella has the problems with the neck problems, and she's injury prone because of her neck problems. She got that neck injury 10 years ago. I mean, we'll see. but I don't really have much excitement of this. I don't, because it's Nikki Bella. But and I just sent out the Frozen episode, I should say, because StreamYard wants to constantly freeze. Thanks a lot, StreamYard.
What's going on?
Yeah, Frozen episode. Thanks a lot, StreamYard.
I'm back again.
How about now? Good?
Yeah.
There we go. But yeah. Becky Lynch,
So
Nikki
the point
Bella, your
being,
thoughts on this?
It's self-explanatory. I think Becky's gonna retain.
Yeah.
I think with Nikki though, I will say, if you want my opinion, I don't think she feels out of place. I mean, I will say for her work in the ring since coming back, I think it's been good. I think she's able to hang in there with the new talent. I mean, I know, she comes from an era that nobody wants to nobody wants to be reminded. But
Exactly.
she can adapt. She fits in with the new talent and can hang with them. She doesn't coast off of what she did like 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But there's no reason to take this title off Becky Lynch at all.
No, not whatsoever.
I keep it on Becky. Yeah, keep it on Becky. Keep it on Becky. Yeah, keep it on Becky. I don't know. And I don't know who would take it off of her. But Nikki Bella should not be the one. Uh-oh.
No, not at all. She's just there to put Becky over.
Pretty much. Yeah. But Becky Lynch will come on the board. Next match. Good old Donnie Brooke. Sheamus versus Rusev. This, in my opinion, I think is going to be the sleep of the show. And I don't know if echoing thing. Hold on. Hold on.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Sorry, guys, if you hear echoing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I'm
That's
hearing
good.
echoes. I just sent you a link again, bro. Try and click that and see what happens.
We'll see.
See. Yeah, I just don't want you guys to feel echoing in the video, so I apologize. It's fucking StreamYard, man, I tell you. Awful. There we go.
Good now?
Yes.
Good.
There we go. Yes. There we go. But yeah, Sheamus and Rusev, the good old fashioned Donnybrook match. This I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah. I think this could be as you said, the sleeper of the night, or maybe the best match of the night. Reach Sheamus, it's Rusev. Their last two matches were really good.
Oh yeah. Rusev got the first win. Sheamus got the second win. I think Sheamus gets this third final win. And after this, I would have Sheamus and Rusev come together and form a tag team. And I think Sheamus said he respects Rusev.
Yeah.
So I think Sheamus wins this. And after this, they form a tag team together. They're in the Raw Tag Division. And God knows that tag team division on Monday Night Raw needs fucking help big time.
Badly.
Yeah. Yeah, the Judgment Day, McDonough and Balor, and that's it. The New Day with Grayson Waller, I don't care. I don't. There's the Creed brothers, but they're out, and I don't know where they are. I don't know if they're injured, but at the War Raiders, I don't know if they're hurt, but there's no tag division on Monday Night Raw. All the tag teams are on SmackDown.
Tell me.
It's so hopefully Sheamus and Rusev are paired as a tag team following Clash in Paris, but I'm going Sheamus to win the Donnybrook match, and it's also his specialty match.
Yeah, I'm actually go different. I think Rusev goes over.
Really?
Yeah.
I would not hate it, but I would not hate it at all. But I'm actually going to go
I will say
Sheamus.
one thing that
To
this
be
feud
fair,
has done good. I will say the one thing, the biggest thing that this feud has done is that it has elevated Rusev and it has
absolutely.
gotten him over again.
Not
This is the
Tozawa,
type
not
of
Otis.
yeah, this is the type of feud that he needed. Feuding with Alpha Academy is not gonna get anybody over.
Absolutely not.
Having job matches with against Akira Tozawa is not going to elevate talent. No hate towards Tozawa, obviously, but facing him, it doesn't elevate you.
Nope, not at all whatsoever. But pairing Rusev with guys like Sheamus, that's a different
60-second matches where you throw Tozawa, out of the ring and throwing him over the top rope. That doesn't get talent over. It didn't get Rusev over, that's for sure.
Fuck no.
Feuds with Sheamus, that's what helps talent get over. Feuding with Sheamus and having those matches against him, that gets guys like Rusev over. That's what was gonna get guys like Rusev over.
Yeah.
And it has done a good job at getting him over.
Yep. Absolutely. And
so I think
yeah.
Rusev. I think Rusev. He goes over, and I think he shows Sheamus respect.
Yeah. And Sheamus did say on the video package from Raw this past Monday that Sheamus said in the video package that he respects Rusev.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I could see Rusev win too, but I'm going to go Sheamus. I'm not mad with whoever wins. I just know they're going to steal the show. They're going to have a very good match, and I would hope they form a tag team after the show, and they should. And it makes sense because they're real-life best friends. And also next door neighbors too, so it makes all the sense in the world. You have a new tag team like Sheamus and Cesaro of the Bar. You have the Bar 2.0, but with Rusev and Sheamus, just like Sheamus and Cesaro from the late 2010s, like 2017-ish, 2018, and they were a great tag team. Sheamus and Cesaro, they were awesome.
Yeah, just
yeah. And fucking Frozen, great. I know I've had to apologize many times here, guys. It's fucking StreamYard. Right here, there we go. Let's see this here. Here we go. But yeah, Sheamus and Rusev. Adam Carl's got Rusev. I got Sheamus. Either one wins, I'm okay with. I just know they're gonna hopefully have a banger match on Sunday, Clash in Paris. But let's move on to the fourth match of the show. Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman, a singles match. Ah, shit. Take a sip of my water. Oh, boy. Hold on a second, guys. I apologize so much, guys. I'm so sorry. All right. Looks like he's hopefully back this time. Is that him, Carl?
Surely it doesn't get around. Surely now.
Yeah. It's a StreamYard fucking thing, I'm sure. And I know I said in the early video the other talk about other parts besides Clash in Paris, but I think because of the issues, just gonna cut it early, talk about the last two matches, Clash in Paris, and just get the hell out of here. So we really apologize. So please understand. But
Maybe we could postpone them into the next episode.
yeah, let's try that. Let's do that.
Yeah.
But Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed, singles match. I like what Bronson Reed's doing with the Shula Fala stuff, but I actually think Bronson Reed, I think Roman Reigns wins this, and I think he's filming soon. But I would say Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed is one of the first few matches of the show. Roman Reigns wins. Then later on, he gets interviewed backstage, and then Bronson Reed takes him out. That's how they write Roman Reigns off. And I could see Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed towards the end of the year, and maybe that's where Bronson Reed wins. Or you could have Bronson Reed win clean. I would like to see Bronson Reed win clean, but I actually got Roman Reigns winning this thing.
Yeah, I'm picking Roman too to win. I think the end goal here. I think they're gonna do another Seth Roman match at some point, maybe next year. I think Roman he beats Bronson Reed, and then he goes after Seth and the World Heavyweight Championship. So I think the goal here is to make Bronson Reed look strong, and it's a big spot for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could tell too, as well. He had, he and Braun Breaker. They had that tag match at SummerSlam with Roman and Jey Uso.
Yeah.
So they're giving a lot of Bronson Reed is given something big. He's tested, and he's passed them with flying colors. I think this one as well. I think this is going to be another banger on the card. I think it's going to be another breakout performance for Bronson.
Yeah. So I actually have Roman win, but Bronson Reed has looked good in defeat. He's looked strong in defeat, but Roman still wins, and I don't think this is a one and done. I would have Roman and Braun again towards the end of the year, maybe Saturday night's main event in December in Boston, and Roman could win that match like in the stipulation match. Then Roman can get Seth the world title next January at the Royal Rumble. Because you're going to need a big world title match for Saudi.
Yeah.
So I got Roman Reigns on this.
Yeah, I got Roman too.
And then we get the main event for Clash in Paris, which I think will be the main event of Clash in Paris. Seth Rollins versus CM Punk versus LA Knight versus Yeet Man Jey Uso in the Fatal 4-Way match for the World Heavyweight title. Seth just won the title early this month. Zero reason to take that title off of Seth Rollins. I'm going Seth to retain. I think it's predictable, and I think Seth's retaining. I think Seth is holding that title from SummerSlam to WrestleMania 42, where he drops it to Sami Zayn next year. So Seth isn't going to lose. Should be a good match, but I think Seth is going to retain.
It's self-explanatory. Same prediction as well. Seth Rollins is going to win.
Yeah.
The question, though, is who takes the pinfall?
Jey Uso.
Yeah, I think the same thing as well. Punk, he's not going to get pinned again 2 times in a row.
No. And
I think they're going to want to do Seth versus Punk at WrestlePalooza.
Yes.
Maybe a Hell in a Cell match.
Probably, and they end the feud there. because I
Yeah.
think CM Punk should really end. I don't know how you feel. I'm getting the feeling recently they've been feuding since Punk's come back and they had their first official match with each other on the first Raw on Netflix. I feel like they really need to end this feud now and have those two.
Yeah, I think you need to get at least one pay-per-view match between them.
Yeah.
You know, they're one apiece. You know, Rollins won the cage match back in March.
Yeah.
So I think you could do that match at WrestlePalooza. LA Knight, I don't think he should get pinned.
No,
I mean,
not-
technically, he has a win over Seth Rollins at Saturday Night's Main Event. That's when they did the whole injury angle. I think LA Knight should get a world title match singles wise. Gets that one-on-one singles title match.
yeah.
There's no reason why Jey Uso should get a match, really. They
No.
tried with him as a world champion, it didn't work. And if you watch WWE Unreal, you see why Triple H didn't want him as a world champion. You see why.
Everyone, including a lot of people, including Triple H, wanted CM Punk to win the Royal Rumble in February 1st. Michael Hayes, one guy, wanted Jey Uso. And I understand he brought up Jey Uso sells a lot of merch, but Jey is not world title material. I don't care how much merch he's selling.
The bell
not
has to ring. Jey Uso can cut promos. He's over. Nobody can deny that. But ultimately, the bell has to ring. You're gonna have to get in between those ropes and wrestle.
And when
Jey Uso is not
gets
world
them-
championship material. I'm sorry. I like Jey Uso, but you gotta speak the truth. He's not world championship material.
No, I feel like I'd CM Punk won the Rumble. Like when Jey won the Rumble, and no one really favored, betting odds favorite picked him. Something felt very out of nowhere. Like Jey winning felt out of nowhere. I think Punk or Cena were supposed to win. I think really Punk. Jey winning felt like a random thing. I just felt it right from the word go when I watched that live on the watch party for the Rumble this past February. I just felt that. I really felt the original plan was supposed to be Punk winning the Rumble. And the banger match Punk and Gunther had at SummerSlam for the world title, imagine had that been on WrestleMania, I think it probably would have made WrestleMania a little bit better.
Honestly, I think that was the planned main event for night one.
Yeah.
Gunther was wrong.
Jey-
That was the planned night one. Jey Uso versus Gunther, it opened night one.
Yeah, Jey Uso and Gunther at WrestleMania, I don't think was really supposed to happen at all. But Michael Hayes didn't want Punk, and I don't think he likes Punk, and I don't think Michael Hayes likes CM Punk for whatever reason. He was the one that didn't want Punk winning the Rumble and picked Jey Uso. And he saw what happened.
This is why you don't give Vince McMahon people creative power.
I mean, Vince is gone and Triple H is taken over for Vince. That's all good and dandy. But as long as people like Bruce Pritchard and Michael Hayes and Ed Koskey are still there, then it's as if Vince McMahon never left. This is why these Vince McMahon cronies like Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard, Ed Koskey, they all have to go. They all got to go. Because nothing will change as long as they're still there. In any which capacity. They got to go.
With the thing with Jey Uso. Yeah, literally. The thing with Jey Uso, he's I'm sorry. He's over. But that doesn't mean he should be world champion. He's upper mid-card guy at best.
Yeah, if he was a tag team champion or US or IC champion would be different. But as a world champion, no. I'm sorry.
He was only champion. He had one defense. He had one defense before he then dropped it back to Gunther.
And he saw Jey Uso's world title reign. He didn't even hold it for not even 60 days. He held the thing. Lost it right back to Gunther.
Literally, he was second fiddle. And that's the other thing. He was second fiddle to Seth Rollins and his new faction.
Yeah. I merely think Jey Uso's in this fatal 4-way match to eat the pinfall. And Rikishi can go cry all he wants. I don't give a shit. Oh, they're burying my son. Boo-hoo. Your son, I'm sorry, your son, Jey Uso, Rikishi, is not world title material. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, Rikishi should focus more on how to get his own promotion from the graveyard.
Oh, yeah, that Raja Jackson situation was fucking awful. I watched that last weekend. It pissed me off. And fuck AJ Mana, by the way, and fuck Raja Jackson, and fuck Rampage Jackson. Fuck them all. and Rikishi's promotion, because he's responsible too. He's not getting out of this scot-free either, is Rikishi. And WWE apparently distanced themselves from that indie promotion. Good.
Shout out
Then
to Doug Mallow, the guy who looks like Dross from the Attitude Era. Shout out to him. He's a hero.
Yeah. Buried the
Somebody
shit
should
out of buried the shit out of Raja Jackson.
Yeah, and Rikishi's promotion, he buried the shit out of them.
And
Somebody
rightfully
should
so.
sign.
Yeah. Yeah, and rightfully so. But we both got Seth Rollins on the board, so we apologize for the freezing again in the frozen. So anyways, yeah, we both got Seth Rollins on the board. Yeah, shout out to the guy Adam Carl mentioned. And yeah, both got Seth Rollins on the board. Should be a good show, though, this Sunday for Clash. We apologize for the freezing technical difficulties. We'll make up for it to you the next episode of Forbidden Podcast, episode 7 next month. So we apologize for any inconvenience. But hope you guys, and despite the freezing and technical difficulties, hope you still enjoyed us here. Hit the like on the video and subscribe to Furious Nation and Hardcore Sports Network. Hit the bell for all notifications. Links in the comment section as well. Rikishi must have not liked what you said there, Adam Carl.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe.
He was probably upset you were talking shit about Raja Jackson in his wrestling school.
Yeah. Fuck them.
Yeah. Yeah, Rikishi, throw him right in the bin. You know? But, yeah, hit the like and subscribe button to Furious Nation Hardcore Sports and turn on the bell for all notifications. Follow me on X, FuryNick579, Facebook, Nicholas Fury, period 31, Instagram, Nicholas Fury 2014, and TikTok at Furious Nation. Follow Adam Carl on X, Instagram as well, at Adam Carl 2005. We appreciate you just taking the time out of your day to watch the video here on this Friday afternoon, despite the technical difficulties with the freezing and all. We apologize for all that, but we really appreciate you all here. And I love every single one of you, and I gotta say thank you to you all.
Yeah,
And-
you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at AdamCarl2005. I apologize. We
Yeah.
couldn't do much for this podcast, because the situation we're in.
Yeah, it was this StreamYard thing, so we apologize. I know we've said several times, but we'll make up for it for the next
And
episode.
hopefully we bounce back though with episode 7.
Yes, hopefully the lucky 7. So we'll see, but
Yeah.
we'll definitely make it up for every single one of you the next episode. But have a good rest of your afternoon, guys. SmackDown watch party tonight. Look forward to that 8 p.m. tonight. SmackDown with Leo and France tonight, and we will catch you next time. The next episode for the Forbidden Podcast, episode 7, coming soon next month. See you later tonight for the SmackDown watch party. Have a good afternoon, you guys. And I'll see you later tonight for the SmackDown watch party. Love every single one of you.
Peace.
Peace.